a good rhythm to try to make some big things happen in the second half.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. Trying to surprise him with the pass. And he makes the catch inside the 20. And he'll take it to the house. He got loose. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
A lot of times you see those receivers, as soon as they get by the DBs, you know, that hand goes straight up in the air. I got him. I got to step on him. He got to step on him. And the ball was thrown perfectly out in front. And you can see he runs underneath it, gets it, and gets the long touchdown on the go route.
Scanning the field, it's King. Ball in the air, intercepted!
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score Alabama 13, Ole Miss 0.
And this, my friend, is what you call advantageous field position. Starting the drive with a 1st and goal. Snaps it in the shotgun. And the Rebels moving quickly to the line. On 2nd down, he'll fire. Going for it all. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. And the offense makes the tackle in frustration after the interception. Drive comes up empty, and it's a turnover. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. On the option. He can't corral the pitch. The ball's on the ground.
And that's a huge play by the defense. Great job and great effort getting to the ball carrier and swatting at the football, knocking it out, and then falling on it for a massive fumble recovery.
1st and goal and a great opportunity to slice into this lead. Calls his own number. Touchdown, Ole Miss! And they'll put that scoreboard operator to work and put 6 on the board.
Number 1.
When you're handed a break with unbelievable field position like that, you better finish the deal, and they did.
You saw the quarterback jog on the field. I think he gave a high five to every one of those players coming off that just put them in position to go score that touchdown. That QB knew this was a golden opportunity, and boy, he took advantage of it.
13, Ole Miss 12.
This offense in scoring position with a fresh set of downs. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. To the air, it's King. And he can't escape, and down he goes.
I think defenses sometimes get frustrated and you want to get blitz happy and because you give up yards. In this day and age, you're going to give up yards. Who cares? This is the area we got to bow up. Nice job on 1st down stopping them. A couple more downs here to stay aggressive.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. He's looking to throw. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again.
And that is back-to-back sacks. You get down here in this part of the field, man, you want to keep going forward. You want to make sure you put yourself in a good situation, hopefully to go for it if you need to on 4th down. But now you're putting yourself really behind the 8 ball with back-to-back sacks.
3rd and goal coming up here. Looking to throw, and he needs a bunch. Setting up the screen. Oh, it's picked. Takes it the other way. And he's going to take it all the way back. Touchdown, Rebels!
And how about that play by this defense? Reading the running back, coming out of the backfield, breaking on the football, making the pick, and then walking himself into the end zone for a...
Trying to get it away, and he cannot. The quarterback is sacked, and so is the 2-point conversion attempt.
22, Alabama 13.
Well, this drive probably won't help them pile up yards, but they could get points quickly, starting it with a 1st and goal. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And he makes the catch inside the 10. And the defense makes a big hit and knocks him down.
All right, gave up the big play defense. I know they got a big chunk, but they didn't get in the end zone. You live to fight another day. Now you got to bow your necks up and make the stop inside the 5.
Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. Wide receiver coming across in motion. He'll take it himself. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
It's now 3rd and goal.
3rd and goal is where offensive coordinators earn their keep. Quarterback checking the play. On 3rd and goal, they'll try to throw it in. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Got to give the defense credit on that play, taking everything away, forcing the incompletion. Now it's decision time. 4th and short, and you're in field goal range. What do you do here?
Goes to the option. He'll toss it. Touchdown, Bama! And with that one, they jump on top here in the 2nd half.
And how about this offense? A big situation on 4th and goal, and you trust your running back. You trust your offensive line. You trust the physicality of this unit, and they reward that trust, and they punch it in for 6.
Several defenders there to get him on the ground.
Yeah, and the defense comes up with the stop, and you just wonder, the analytics world and all that stuff, that whatever the card says to do, you're supposed to do. I wonder if they were listening to that card.
The Rebels will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. At the 35, he's got room.
You go into conservative mode when you get this backed up, obviously, in such negative situations as an offense, but that's a really nice job. I mean, you probably were like, hey, I'm just going to hand it off, make sure I don't throw an interception, make sure nothing bad happens. But how about that? You still bust out a big play.
There to make the stop, and we played 3 in this one.
After 3, the game is tied.
They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they swarm him under.
You know, in these goal line situations, the field starts to shrink. It's easier to key in on these guys that you know can fly at the quarterback spot. Defense was locked in. Nice job on the 3rd and goal.
Direct snap. How about that defense rising up and stopping him short on 4th down?
Low man wins. Defense that time on 4th down was expecting run. You saw at the point of attack how they just dominated. There was nowhere for that guy to go. Defense wins the down. They give it back up now to their offense.
They'll try to get outside. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
I love this linebacker because he's able to dissect what's happening in front of him, and he reacts downhill, uses his speed to get to the line of scrimmage and create the negative play.
The clock has stopped as we have reached the 2-minute warning here in the ball game. Here we go. Right. Get ready. Set. And he can't get it off. Taken down. What a huge play this late in the game.
And listen, the quarterback drops back, and he's going through his progressions. We see zone, but just couldn't do anything about it. This defensive line, this pressure, getting to the quarterback, getting him on the ground.
Looking to pass. It's Jordan. He's right on target. And they'll get him down inside the 5, but this offense powering toward a score. They are so close to a score, they can smell it on the first play of the drive. 1st and goal. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. He's looking to throw. Hit hard just as he released it on first down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, I know it hasn't been a tremendous day statistically for this quarterback, but his decision-making has been good enough to win this game. Hasn't thrown a lot of TDs so far, but when things aren't open, he throws it away like on that play right there. He's not putting his team in a bad spot, and that's why they still have a shot to walk out of here with a W.
He'll run it to the middle, looking for the end zone. They bring him down, but a solid pickup to put them in position to pick up a first down.
I don't mind the run here, and I say that because it's second down and forever. And now at least it's third down and ever. Now you have a chance on third down to be successful. Not as predictable, not as many yards to get. I think that's a good call by the offense.
He'll need some juice in that arm on third and long. And that was a high percentage completion and a low efficiency pass. They lose yardage. Referee signals timeout. It's the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. They'll keep the kicker on the sideline, and the offense will try to get it done with a touchdown in the fourth quarter on 4th and goal. Dropping back, it's Kane. Trying to get to him. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. They go to the ground. And he's knocked down.
Really good decision-making by the quarterback. Don't get greedy. Yes, I can make reads, and I can pull it, and I can throw it all over the yard. If I can take 10-plus yards and continue to do that and continue to be smart with my decision-making, this offense is going to be very difficult to stop.
Now the quarterback changing the original play call. The snap sets up to throw. Trying to burn this defensive back. And this will be picked off. A costly turnover in a tie game. Looking for more room.
That's the end of regulation with the score all time.
First and goal as they try to jump on top here in overtime. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
To the air, it's Jordan. Buys a little time with his feet. He throws into the middle of the field. And it's caught! Touchdown, Ole Miss!
Really nice job by the quarterback there of just letting the play develop. He had his eyes down the middle of the field, and I think when he saw that deep middle area vacated, he said to himself, I've got a guy running right into that area. I'm throwing this thing on time, and this is going to be a touchdown. That's exactly what happened.
That keeps the score for Ole Miss 39, Alabama 26.
On first and goal, let's see if Alabama can get it in the end zone.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Use the play fake, now to throw. Snagged in the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! Well, I'm not sure who was closer to the receiver there, the defensive backs or us here in the booth.
That was great execution on offense. Receiver wins the route one-on-one, shows off his speed, gets himself wide open. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that ball. Nice job.
Now, they only need the extra point to win the game, but they'll go for 2. He's looking to pass. Quarterback adapting. They got it. A 2-point conversion for the win. They just needed the single. You take it any way you can get it in overtime.
Welcome to College Ultimate Team Challenges presented by EA Sports College Football. As always, if you want to check what goals you're going after, just go to the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the Texas Longhorns. Hook 'em. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
The offense lining up for a first down play. Back to pass, it's Jordan. Looking to the big tight end. Makes a connection.
And you see on that play the confidence that he has in that playmaker on the perimeter of the field. He's already had a couple catches in this game. It seems like he's always open. And right there, nice job fitting that football into a small space and great awareness by the receiver getting his feet down in bounds.
And just wedges it ahead a bit before he's brought down. 3rd and long from the 42. If they can get some of it, it might give them a chance to go for it on 4th down. They think they can create space here with a run to the right. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Well, look at this. 4th down and 1.5 miles, and the offense is still on the field. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. He's got an open man. He's loose on the right. And he's not able to get into the end zone. A huge stop by this defense, and they'll take over on down. The Longhorns have pushed it inside the 20. Looking for a gap. It's Cooper. And he'll be stopped behind the line.
And you got to get locked in the red zone. A lot of defensive coordinators, they'll tell you, we'll give up yards, but we got to understand what we're trying to get accomplished. Great job down here near the goal line. This defense bowing their neck up and getting a big stop.
So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty. And the Longhorns line it up with a 1st and goal. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Longhorns! I tell you, when this drive started, the defense thought they had them in a hole. Not anymore. What a performance.
And I really like the play calling by the offensive coordinator on that last drive. That was a nice mixture of running and throwing and getting different players involved. Really nice job, very poised in that play calling, and it showed up with a touchdown.
That's caught. It's Cameron. That was a really nice catch and an even better run after the grab.
Yeah, and get the ball to your playmaker. What's good about having him in the slot is he can go either direction. You can get him matched up on somebody that's not as fast, and you watch, he can run away from those linebackers or safeties.
And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're aggressive in these situations. They're going to play man. They're going to play up tight on you. So I know that. Now how do I counterpunch and attack this defense?
And they took a shot on that one but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete. And it looks as if they buzzed down. Replay wants to have another peek at that last play. And you know the standard is indisputable video evidence, and the officials will change the call. Back to throw, it's King. Using his legs to buy some time. It's a fumble. Defense coming up with a huge fumble recovery. And he's brought down, and this defense gets the ball back for its own. And how about this? You get to start a drive with a 1st and goal. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. They make the stop, but not before he takes a chunk out of what they need to move the sticks.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
He got his hands on it but couldn't hold on to it. And what a time that would have been for their first pick of the game.
Well, the defense has had enough of this, right? The quarterback's on a hot streak. The ball's not hitting the ground. And right there they decide, we are jumping one of these routes. We're going to try to get a pick. Almost came away with one there.
Third down, they got to get it to Neptune. He'll have to launch a rocket. It's caught downfield. And they'll drag him down. That's likely the last play of the third quarter.
That's the end of the third quarter of play. With the score, Texas 16, Penn State 3.
So on 4th and goal, already with the lead, but they'll try to salt this thing away with a touchdown. From the gun, looking for a man. The sweet feet buy a little time. He makes the catch. Catch and run was the idea. He caught, but he was stopped, and this defense makes the stand they needed. Back to the air one more time. With the catch, it's Cooper. He built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Texas! And the pummeling has started.
Salt into wound, right? Late in the fourth quarter, you can run the football, run this game out. No, sir. I'm going to continue to pad my stats, find my receiver out wide.
Welcome to this College Ultimate Team Challenge presented by EA Sports College Football. Don't forget, you can check your goals in the pause menu. In this challenge, you'll be facing the North Carolina Tar Heels. Now to my guys in the booth. Take it away.
Looking downfield, it's King. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast, force the incompletion.
The give to the back. Still running at the 40. Can anyone catch him? Bounced off his feet.
Well, they turn around and hand it off, and they get a huge explosive play on the ground, setting up a much more manageable situation there, Reese.
How's it even possible that you don't pick up the first down on a run like that?
Well, I guess that's the problem with negative plays early in drives. It just makes these first downs that much harder to get.
And sure, tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker.
Well, it's a great individual effort by the running back on that last play. It's 3rd and forever. He tried to get his team the first down, not enough. Let's see what they do on 4th.
4th down, and they've got to get it to the next time zone, but the offense is going to stay on the field on 4th down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. With jet sweep pass. He's not going to get there. Stopped short on 4th down.
Defense was ready, and the offense thinking maybe they're going to all jam up in the middle of the field and try to get ready for an inside run. That time, they were expecting the receiver running it outside on 4th. Great speed, nice open field tackle. This defense is coming off the field, and they've earned it.
And they'll stop him before he gets started. They'll lose yardage on this play.
Man, oh man, am I upset at my offensive line to give up penetration that fast? Man, we blinked and missed it.
He barely got the ball and just got destroyed immediately. What a great play. He'll throw it. Grabbed in the middle. It's Golden. Good, solid tackle.
This is why he's the quarterback leading his team, because he can do things like that, the unscripted stuff, and buy time, scramble outside the pocket, complete the pass down the field. Just so hard to stop as opposed to a guy that just stands in the pocket and you know exactly where he's going to be every single play.
And the Tar Heels are threatening on 1st and goal. Pre-snap motion, quarterback trying to get a read. And they got him for the sack.
Man, that's an impressive play. This dude is so dominant. And I'll tell you, we don't have enough time in this broadcast to list off all the great Alabama D-linemen, especially in recent years. That play right there, that reminds me of a guy I played against back in the day, Cornelius Griffin, playing on the inside of Alabama's defensive line. You knew every single time you dropped back, you were going to have that guy in your lap. He was...
Oh, it's loose! It's as if that ball had a magnet going back to the offense. How in the world did they keep it?
Woo. Deep breath, right? Man, you fumble that thing, you cough it up, you're like, oh, I really appreciate you, brother. I can't tell you how much I thank you, because the coaches would have been all over me, but big-time break for the offense.
Pocket starts to collapse. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
That's the end of the 3rd quarter. With the score, Alabama 4, North Carolina 0.
Down in the final period in a tight game, and they will go for it on 4th and goal. Wide open downfield. Nothing but green grass down the middle. Running inside the 20. Touchdown, North Carolina! And with that, they move out front here in the 4th.
Man, you talk about flipping the field in a hurry. Maybe you're thinking run the football, create a little space for my offense. No, they're taking shots way down the field, 98 yards to the house. What a huge play for this offense.
Now on the option. The pitch. He's not going to make it. Stop short of the goal line, and they are unable to extend this lead any further. And the offense is out on the field with a 1st and goal. Quarterback will audible. Back to pass, it's King. Good timing on the quick out. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup.
It's pretty amazing at this point of the game, they're still in a position to win. Not everything has gone right for them up to this point, but with a couple minutes left on the clock, if they can get a touchdown here, get a stop, and then get another score, they win. But they've got to start being aggressive and taking shots.
He's going to pass on 2nd down. Going to take a shot. And he's got it at the tag. And they'll mark him down after making that grab, and that's one way to start digging out of that hole, but they're still short of the 1st down. It's still 3rd and goal. From the gun, wants to pass. Got it! Touchdown tie! They've got the lead here in the 4th.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, if he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. So the opportunity with a touchdown here to take a 4th quarter lead. Finds his tight end. At the 30, just plowing down the field.
Love the decision-making by the quarterback there on the RPO play. Defense took everything away deep down the field, so just check it down, get it to your guy in the right flat, and let him go get yards.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
And great recognition by the quarterback. That touch pass after he throws at the quarterback, it's a pass. He can't throw it forward again. Nice job understanding that, flying up, coming and making the big tackle in the open field.
We have reached the 2-minute warning, and time is of the essence if this offense is going to make a play. This offense has been unable to find the end zone all day. Can they do it on 3rd and goal? Looking to throw, it's Flagway. Unleashes one deep. And he reels it in for a touchdown, and that just might seal it.
And, you know, late in the games, offenses sometimes get conservative when they got the lead and they got the ball. I love this offense. They were aggressive. They got another score added to the lead. Now you're trying to salt this game away.
He's got the 2-point conversion, and they build on that lead. So a drive that started just beyond midfield, only 49 yards. And they close that drive going to the air for the final few inches. Alabama comes to the line with a 1st and goal. Looking to throw. Fires toward the end zone. Picked off. And he's brought down after the pick, but not before putting his offense in business.
That should be the nail in the coffin. What a great break on the football. Getting the big turnover. You got the lead. Now just go out there, be smart on offense, and run that clock.
Tripped up for the tackle.
Small gain, I know. But again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass. Make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Dialing up a 2nd down pass play. Working that wide receiver screen. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
I love this defense's ability to fight off blocks and rally to the football. They do such a great job pursuing that wide receiver screen to only allow a minimal gain and no 1st down.
A huge chance for points here on 3rd and goal, and if they can get it in, we might have ourselves a finish. Takes a handoff. It's Jordan. And tackled there by the defense.
And how about the response from this defense? Put in a horrible situation, horrible field position. Jesse, they bowed their necks 3 times in a row.
Yeah, and it's a sudden change situation, and they practice that all week. You never know when they're going to come up, but you have to have guys on the field playing with a sense of urgency. This has been awesome defensively.
Defense not showing press coverage. On the move. He didn't make it. They'll have to give up the football, and hope is still alive. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. They'll run this play from the pistol. Back to throw. It's Glagway. He's going to let one fly down the middle. And it's intercepted, maybe breathing a little life into this team. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49.
And you know what? You kind of deserve it. Late in the game where you could run the clock out, still throwing the football all over the yard. Now this game, it's a long shot. Gave him a little bit of hope.
He wants to throw it. A shot toward the end zone. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. It's great for this quarterback to take shots down the field, but you just don't want it to feel like a give-up or a chuck-it-up and hope kind of play.
And I think understanding the situation, now I'm on defense, right? If they're going to take shots down the field, maybe I'm a little bit more aggressive with my blitz, understanding that everything's going to take a little bit more time to develop if they're going to take those deep shots.
Well, that just shows you how much this quarterback trusts his baller wide receiver. He was double covered on that play, and still the QB tried to force it over to him.
3rd and goal from way back there. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. And they got him. They'll get him down for the sack.
Yeah, and the defensive line, you know, 3rd and long situations, I'm rushing the quarterback. You bring in the nickel, a little bit more speed on the field, and the defensive line gets home and gets the sack on 3rd down.
Snap in the shotgun. Here's a throw downfield late. And the pass is incomplete, looking for a little salve for the wound.